370, 370, well, 350 guard, surely better than that. I'm afraid over 57, I'm afraid over 50, I'm afraid over 57, I'm afraid 50 meters. I'm at 50 now, I'm afraid 57, I'm afraid over 57.
Oh, mate, don't say that.
Welcome to the Meat Gang Podcast, where the bulls run wild and the stories last. Country boys, butchers, and cowboys too, running hard on the truth like we always do.
Welcome to another episode of the Meat Game Podcast with Brando, Fieldy and Hamish. Guys, I just want to kick off by thanking our major sponsors, the first of which is Icon Pack. Second is 2J's, bulletproof, idiot-proof, sexy as fuck. Buddle and Flame premium charcoal made out of mallee root. You've heard us talk about that before. And shed some light on your business with PBSA POS systems. If you would like to elevate your cooking, get around the Taste Merchant rubs. And we'd like to thank Tramontina for our knife rack right behind Stephen Buddle.
What about that?
What was that?
That was just...
I think I work better when I'm tired, mate.
That was perfect. What's going on there?
Guys, I've had about 3 days. We've had 3 days of like 38-degree days, and I live right near the ocean, which I'm very, very fortunate, but we've got no air conditioning in the house that we do. We don't really use it. And I haven't slept really well for the last 3 days.
That was good.
So,
That was very good, mate. Very smooth. Ready to race.
ready to race.
Very good.
Guys, welcome back to another story, our Monday morning story, or Sunday afternoon if you're watching it on YouTube enjoying a beer. We have got another guest in the studio. I'd like to welcome to the show Steve Buddle from Snow and Sons. Thanks for coming in, brother.
Mate, I'm incredibly privileged and happy to be here, mate.
This is his second time round, guys. He came here, that was early days.
Oh,
That was
number
about
18.
Yeah, episode 18 or somewhere around there, guys.
Yeah.
The studio, he said, was a lot barer back then.
A little bit different, mate.
Yeah.
120 episodes later, and we're doing a little bit better.
Yeah. But nah, Stevie was here with Nate and Rod.
Nate and Rod the Butcher. So, yeah, they're all from Snow and Sons, the meat capital of the Mid-North Coast.
Yep. And, Stevie wanted to come on and do his own, and we wanted to have a bit of a yarn to him, the 24-year-old version of Mark Field. Right here.
Settled it.
He's pretty much repeating exactly what I done, and you guys will hear about some of that stuff as we go. But we're going to touch on some pretty tough stuff and some pretty good stuff.
Yep.
We're not doing this to bash anyone. We're absolutely doing it to help anyone out there that is going through the same sort of stuff, and and show that this is what you do and you can talk about it. And
that's what podcasts are all about, guys. Like we put ourselves on social media and we talk about the things that are happening in our life and all the things that are going on, and we do that because, like I said, if we can help one person by talking about the shit that goes on in our lives and other people's lives, because I know there's so many of yous out there where it's affecting them.
Steve's got a drinking problem. You're going to wear that.
Yeah.
You always wear a black shirt, don't you?
Unless it's a black shirt.
But that's why we talk about these sort of things, guys, because we know there's a lot of you out there that it resonates with, because we've all got things going on. So
Yeah. No, absolutely. And the thing about Stevie, like what we've known each other since sort of round 18, let's just say, and you and I have had heaps of frank discussions over a few beers too, mind you. But
A few beers.
I can see a few beers, but I can see myself in you. Like I can see the ex-footballer, grew up knowing nothing but footy, probably fit as a fiddle, the big fella in town, and then obviously, and we'll talk about it, but ballooning out. I did as well.
Well, you said before, when you're at school or you've just finished school, you're playing footy, you're fit,
Training every
you're
day.
riding every day. You know, you're fit.
Never got that.
Nah. Yeah, I neither do. I thought it sounded good. But you know what? You're fit, you're looking well. And I was only telling you the other day when I was working at the food lot, we used to have McDonald's for bloody dinner, lunch every day. You know, and I had a six-pack.
And you could do it.
And you could do it back then. But then you just said 5 minutes ago, you always do this, you say it off air, not on air.
I just wanted to warn you.
And like you said, you still stopped. I was ultra fit, stopped playing football, started working 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Early starts, late finishes, time poor, not eating properly, and the rest is...
Yeah. Brando, my biggest thing was, and I reckon Stevie would be the same, my biggest thing was it wasn't what I was eating. I was actually eating pretty good.
Yeah.
It was when I was eating.
Yeah, when you're eating, yeah.
I'd eat on the way home from work,
Yep.
and then I would go straight to bed.
Yep.
Because you'd be buggered. Is that fair, Steve? Is that
No, my biggest problem's working next door to Coles.
oh, really?
I was in a bakery, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That was my biggest problem.
a baked treat.
Baked treat, mate. Sausage rolls. The butcher's traditional lunch, mate.
Yeah, right.
Was.
Yeah, yeah.
Was.
Not now. It's back at the gym, Brando. But anyway, we'll go through all that. Mate, let's get started.
Right.
How did you get into the meat game?
So I would have been in late year 11, early year 12. Absolute shit at school, man. I hated school, and teachers hated me being there because, like, at the end of it, like, I wasn't really going there to learn. I was just going there to piss around with mates.
Were you distractive? Distractive.
Well, ask mum and dad about all my report cards. I'll give you an answer on that.
That'd have been three of us. Yeah.
But by that time, most of my mates had dropped out of school, and I wasn't obviously enjoying it. The teachers were doing whatever they could to get me out of there and get me into like the working trade, and there just happened to be in a butchery apprenticeship down the street at Wingham Gourmet Meat and Chicken, and did a couple of weeks work experience there and did a bit of a trial, and Scott Kelly, his name was, ended up giving me a go, and 3 years down the track, done my apprenticeship. That was that. Left, went and did a bit of wholesale.
Oh, yeah. Where'd you work at? TFI?
TFI.
Tom's Foods, TFI. I was up in Coffs. I was there for about a year, and
How did that work, Stevie? So, because you're Wingham born and bred.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
How'd you get the connection to get up there?
yeah, how did that happen?
So the partner that I was with then,
Yep.
we originally moved up there to go to uni, and I was like working and doing uni at the same time, and
Oh, you were doing uni too?
I was doing sport and exercise physiology.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And believe it or not, because when you're like a tradie and you try to go to uni, you've got to do like a bridging course to get into uni if you didn't finish your HSC. And there was about 30 people in my class, and I'm pretty sure that
Keep going.
I got first place in all of my assessments and whatnot. So
Got no headphones.
got into that, and then I wasn't really having it in the wholesale part of it, so ended up moving back home, back into mum and dad's house, and I hit Rod up for a job, and he's always said to me if I ever run into a bit of trouble and need a bit of work, he'll have a look for me. So started with him on the 1st of February 3 years ago now, and
Oh, really?
yeah,
Yep.
I still remember the date somehow.
So you were a tradesman then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was a tradesman 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I've been
Okay.
butchering for like 7 or 8 years now.
Yeah, yeah. So you finished your trade at Scott's?
Yep.
Oh, okay. And then,
I would have been there for probably maybe 10 or 12 months
yeah.
after I finished.
Oh, okay.
And then I decided
And then went
to
up
move.
coughs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in coughs for quite a year. It was about 10 months. Or
Yeah. What did you think of the wholesale side?
It was different.
They're good people up there, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
Thomas
very
Foods, they're
good.
really good fellas.
Yep. It was definitely different.
Who's that?
Wasn't.
Pete and Tim O'Brien.
Yeah.
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 Good
Yeah.
fellas.
The thing that I found most different is having the customer connection. Like when I was in the wholesale, I was doing a lot of delivery driving and like picker packing and whatnot. But I really missed having the connection with the daily customers and whatnot.
Cool.
You right over there?
I was just trying to have a sneeze off camera, and you go and bring it to light.
Is my story that bad, man?
No. No, when I drink or eat too fast, I sneeze. So I was speaking to Mickey Trenchseller, 2 weeks ago?
Yep.
I said, we're going to do a podcast with Stevie. He goes, yeah, that's good. I said, what's his good points? And he goes, there is not a person that can sell meat better than Steve.
Yeah, right.
That's what he said. He
Yep.
goes, he's the best. He goes, you put him on the counter,
Yep.
and he is the best salesman going around.
Yep.
Rod tells me all the time my biggest superpower is like knowing everyone in Wingham, because obviously I was born and bred there.
Yeah.
Yep.
My parents have lived there for most of their lives. My grandparents have lived there for
Yep.
30 years, so naturally I just know everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, your grandfather was a butcher.
Yep.
Yeah? Working for Snows?
Yeah, he worked for Snow. It wasn't Snow's at the time. I think it was Snow and Barb's butcher shop at that time. They had a couple of different shops that he worked at in Wingham, but that wasn't the only shop he worked at. He was originally a Shire boy down in Cronulla.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, he was originally born in England, and come over here of an early age, and his family decided to start a life in Australia, and he started butchering, I think when he was about 12 or 13, and he ended up working...
Different era, eh?
Oh, yeah. Good old days.
12 or 13-year-olds now couldn't have it, I don't think.
Oh, no, jeez, no.
Maybe
Jeez,
Friday
no.
getting in. They can't work out which toilet to go to. Anyway.
Yeah, but no. So he was working, and it's a weird circle. But even Trench says that he was one of the best butchers he's ever worked.
Yeah, no, he said that on the podcast.
Yeah,
I've heard that from quite a few people, and
yeah,
to me, that's
that's cool.
every time I think about it, I just light up with a smile because that's my grandfather.
Yeah,
So it kind of just runs in the family, I guess. Because my brother was doing a butchery apprenticeship as well.
older brother, younger brother.
Younger brother, I'm
Yep.
the oldest.
Okay.
Kyle, he originally started a butcher and apprenticeship. I think he only got to about second year and decided to jump out, and
Yep.
that was probably the best thing for him too at the time.
Yep.
And now he's killing it now.
Yep. Yep. That's it. I think I've met him. Yeah, I met him at the shop
I
once.
think you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, good looking little rooster. I think he got the looks.
No, he certainly didn't get it for me. That's for sure.
No. Mate, so you, from Coffs Harbour, you came back
Yep.
with the lady, not with the lady.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep,
for a little bit.
yep.
Then-
Finished uni, didn't finish uni.
No, I didn't.
No.
I dropped out after a couple of months of it.
Yep.
I'm still enrolled. Maybe one day.
Yeah, right.
Definitely not anytime soon.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, for a couple of months, went separate ways. I did a lot of self-work.
Yeah.
Shed a lot of tears. A lot of tears, man. And a lot of hard hours working and walking and gym, and a lot of hard hours, man.
Yeah.
To get where I am now, and I'm incredibly grateful.
Yeah.
Would not change a single thing.
Yeah, yeah. So you went back to, or you went and worked with the boys at Snow and Sons?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been there, 3 years, you said?
Yeah, just over 3 years.
Yeah. What's the biggest change in that 3 years with that shop and with you?
We haven't really changed that many work people. I think there's only been 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Because
Because you've got a pretty core crew, haven't you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I could not work with a better bunch of people.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love it.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that's changed, probably social media.
Yeah.
In fairness, it's just going straight through the roof.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible on what social media is not just given us, but given a lot of other butcher shops, and
I think it's just bringing everyone together, isn't it?
it is.
And it's having a lot of shops talking to each other and growing together as well. Like, look at the snags that's going on now.
Because they're all talking to each other. It's awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome to see.
So, like you guys now, I know you're talking to Bellmere Butcher, you're talking to Jack at 21st, you're talking to us, you're talking to, I think Scotty at East Blackstone, you're talking to SJR, you're talking to everyone. Like,
Yep. So we try and keep pretty friendly with everyone. Like we're just here to try and get the meat game north, not south.
Yeah.
So we just want good with everyone. We got no dramas with anyone. We just want to see the meat industry do really well, and we think that's where it's going.
yeah.
Which again we're incredibly grateful for, because we feel like we're contributing a little bit to what's going on just outside of us.
For sure. What how often would you guys post a video?
Every day.
Yeah, daily. Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah. If it depends. If Rod's not there, if Rod's having a couple of days off or whatever, me and Michael will try and conjure up something. But we try to every day.
Yep.
And like once a week, like every Friday afternoon, we'll try and do like a funny little skit.
Yep.
Whatever. But every other day, we're trying to just get our products out there and specials and whatnot. And
So 3 years ago to
Yep.
now, these are the conversations being had.
Yep.
You guys are actually having conversations, planning on what you're going to do
Yep.
for social media. Instead of planning how many bodies you're going to break, you're just sitting there planning how you're going to target your social media plan, aren't you?
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's I think that's massive.
on a Friday afternoon, like we'll have a few beers and we'll discuss what we're going to do for videos next week and whatnot. Like 3 years ago, I would have never ever thought of that.
Yeah.
And that's just evolution. That's just what's happened. Like you know, your butchers used to advertise in papers. Remember newspapers? Those things we used to wipe our eyes. But now they don't.
Wrap our fish and chips up in.
So instead of lining up, advertisements on radio and newspapers, things like that, now they're using TikTok, they're using Facebook. You know, they're doing videos. You know,
And it's really, really good to see.
Yeah.
I
How-
want more people to get around it.
How many lives are you guys doing a week? You try and do one a week, or
Yeah,
Yep.
we try to do one a week, and we do a couple of like private bodies as well.
Yep.
We get actually pretty.
No, live like TikTok lives and stuff like that,
TikTok, I
Instagram
think
lives.
meant
Yeah.
live bodies.
No.
Sure. Yeah, we try and get one a week.
Yeah.
Try and get, whether it's me, Michael, Rod, we try to get one a week, making snags mainly.
Yeah.
But if we're doing a bit of breaking on the bench,
yeah, you need somewhere where you can set it up, and that's like when I do ours. It's always us running in and out of the truck because you got to have it set up somewhere where it's not going to bother anyone, and you can just work still.
Yeah, and like we don't have tripods, we just put them in like little Chinese containers on the mincer.
But that's what you got to do. But
Yeah.
it just shows that you can do it. And I've jumped on one I think we've jumped on a fair few of them, haven't we? And there's been 200, 300, 400 people in the middle of the day watching you guys make snacks.
Yeah.
Like how cool is that?
And we always put it on. Like we'll be sitting there on the phone, but you can
Yeah.
have it playing in the
Yeah, of
background. You know,
course.
you can watch the news as I'm talking to another butcher on the phone. You know, look.
Yeah.
Me and Mitchell, the apprentice that I work with, we had 1.4 thousand people watching at one point.
1,400 people, really.
I took a screenshot of it on my phone. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. So for anyone that says they don't believe me, I've got the proof.
No, it doesn't matter. But
1,400
so,
people
and what were you doing? Making snacks?
making snags. Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful.
But it's also the music we've got on the back. You know, we're singing, dancing, carrying on like T-Nucks.
Right, now, talk to us about that, because what you're doing, look, you guys do social media as good, if not better than most, yeah? Tell us how that works, because I know you have been pulled up for your music sometimes. How does that work? If there's music in the background, how does that work? What happens there?
So normally Mick or Rod's on the speaker, and if we say we're going live, you know, they'll cue a few like friendly songs,
Yep.
like not too offensive to anyone, and then you know, me and Mitchell will just stand there carrying on a bit, do a bit of singing, a bit of dancing, you know, get some people in. You know, we'll tell them to ask some questions. They'll ask questions. Sometimes we'll have like a bit of a smart ass answer, but other times we won't. We'll have like a serious answer, and the biggest one we get is why don't butchers wear gloves?
Yep.
That comes up a lot now.
It does. Mate, and me and Mitchell, last time we did it, we were going to get like a cardboard box. We were going to like write on it like don't ask, this is why. But obviously never got around to it. But
Yeah, but you know what that tells me about? If you keep getting asked that question and you keep answering it, there are new people watching you.
yeah,
Because you've already answered it for the other 100.
Yep.
That means another 100 new ones are coming.
but the funny part is now, the people that asked the question, the people that have asked the question before, they're answering the question. It's
Yeah, right. They're answering it for
like
you.
a full circle.
So why don't you wear
I was
gloves?
about to say, give it, because we're listeners there going, why don't they wear gloves? I need to know.
Yeah.
Well, wearing gloves is actually more non-sanitary than not wearing gloves. Because if you're wearing gloves, you're more prone to not washing your hands as much as well. And also, bacteria sticks to latex a lot more than what it does to human skin. So if you're not wearing gloves, you're more prone to washing your hands with soap and hand towel and doing it the right way, rather than, because if you're wearing gloves and you're washing your hands, you try not to get the water in
No,
there.
you're 100%.
And you're not getting it right. So
And it does stick to the So in the export joints, guys, they don't wear gloves. Like boners that don't wear gloves, you sanitise your hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
And not only that, gloves are actually one, and
We need to be able to feel too.
and know why else? You don't have to.
no, you don't have to.
You don't
wear
have to.
gloves.
It's not the rules to.
So any of you punters out there that think they have to wear gloves, they don't. And there's also things there where they need to be able to feel touch.
Yeah.
The sense of touch, they need to be able to feel that. But if you sanitise your hands, this is what they're doing. US, I've worked in a US export establishment. That's the second strictest in this country. They sanitise their hands. They don't wear gloves.
Now,
The other thing with gloves, just on it, I know Steve's not export, but why they don't too in an export facility, gloves are the greatest thing that rip. And there's tiny little bits of plastic that get into meat that you don't see, and the customer in the US gets it. They'll send the whole container back.
what comes back, Brandon? A whole
The
container
whole
of meat. You're
40-ton
talking
container comes
a
back.
40-footer.
So-
20-footer, 40-footer of beef
Yep.
will come back if they find gloves.
And that's why you'll see in a processing plant or a boning room, they use blue. Sometimes the packers they get the packers to wear gloves. They'll wear blue ones because it's visible.
Now but they're packing already cryovac.
It's already cryovac, so
It's
the
already cryovac,
meat's
so it
already
can't
cryovac, so you
contaminate the
can't contaminate the meat. So you've got to understand too, like we all look at it and we go, oh, they should have gloves on because that's clean. But you've got to remember these things on bone and that. Bone rips it, and you get these little bits of plastic that go through the meat. Gloves aren't, they're not the...
They're not that good.
I know every time you go to the doctor and when they wear gloves and that, but in a butcher shop or in a processing situation, it's not always the best way.
And if you're ticked off to be a fresh food processing facility,
Yep.
you know, you must be doing something right. You obviously,
Yeah.
there's no.
But not only that, Stevie, what else, right? I actually find gloves dangerous. If I'm cutting with a glove on my right hand,
Yep.
like whether it be one of the gloves that we use in the chiller because it's freaking cold,
Yep.
I've dropped the knife 3 times. I've had to go and grab 3 different knives because I've dropped them on the ground. Okay, next one, because I don't have a proper grip of it. So it's actually dangerous.
Yep.
It's running down my leg. It's hitting me in the foot. And not only that, definitely the glove getting in the meat.
Yep.
I don't like that either. But
No,
another
it's-
thing,
That's more dangerous than bacteria. And in boning rooms and butcher shops, they've got a procedure. When you walk into the joint, you wash your boots, sanitise your hands, and you walk in. And when you walk out, you wash your boots, sanitise your hands, and that's how they stop that.
Yeah.
That's less dangerous than having gloves in it. So, and sometimes there's whole gloves that get found in trim and that.
100%.
These gloves, they're just
Yeah, but also, right? Along with you don't have to use them. We're dealing with fresh meat. We're not dealing with cooked meat.
No.
So, what happens? You cook it over 60 degrees.
exactly.
All the bacteria is gone anyway.
Yep.
So, that's why gloves aren't important.
And that's
in
the
butcher
reason Food Safe will pull you up in a butcher shop situation where if you've got cooked meat next to fresh meat, that's the reason. Because the fresh meat can be touched or whatever it's going to be cooked.
Yep.
The cooked meat or the small goods or the processed meat, you can eat that then and there. So someone will pick that up and eat it. That's the reason for
That's
it.
a little bit different, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's the glove one.
That's the glove rant.
Yeah. But so with your back to your lives and stuff like that. So you've had a lot of people watching them.
Yeah.
And is that planned? Like, is that something you just go, right, we're going to do it on a Wednesday at lunchtime, we're going to do it on...
Not necessarily.
Just-
We make snags whenever we need them, and like it'll just be a spur of the moment thing. Like if someone's not feeling up to it, like you don't have to do it. It's not. You're not obliged. You're not obliged to do it. But no, we don't have.
Can't do it. I won't do it, I promise.
Just
Just cough, I won't
You're
do
an
it.
on-do
I
guy.
promise I won't do it.
No.
Go, get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
No.
Come
I'm
on,
good. I'm good.
Come
Yep,
on,
no,
older
I'm good.
version of me.
Yeah. You'll be sneezing like me down the track. You watch. No, for sure. No, I was talking about with earlier. I said about the music in the background, the copyrights.
Yeah.
Has it been pulled up with copyright?
Oh, really?
And I have as well.
Because you've had music playing in the background.
Maybe
Yeah.
Facebook. Facebook will not let you have any music.
Yeah.
Right. TikTok's a lot less strict.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yep.
a lot less. We can nearly play whatever we want.
Okay.
As long as it's, obviously got no massive
Yeah.
swearing or whatever. But
Yeah,
on
but-
Facebook, you pretty much can have no music at all.
Wow. Okay.
That's why we don't really go live on Facebook anymore.
Yep.
It's pretty much just straight TikTok now for those reasons. The guidelines are a lot less strict.
I'm finding out too. If you put something in CapCut, TikTok will take it. Facebook won't. They'll say change the music, and then vice versa. If you change the music,
YouTube's kicked heaps of it off.
Exactly
Yeah.
right. If we put just one of our funny videos up on the Snows page on a Friday afternoon and it's got music in it, the Facebook will take the music out.
yeah.
Yeah, we've been.
TikTok won't.
Yeah, we've been doing that.
Well, see, I used CapCut today. I did one today. I did a reel today
Yeah.
of the bogan, and I used it. In CapCut. I put it in TikTok. TikTok was sweet as a nut. Put it in Facebook. Didn't like it. Had to change it. I went back into CapCut. Used another song in the same program. Put it in, and it took it.
Yeah.
So some songs are allowed and some aren't. So.
Yeah, so obviously Facebook are paying them the royalties or not.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
is. It's
Yeah.
all about royalties.
Yeah.
What's next? Oh, I want to talk to you about the Sausage King comp. Mm-hmm. We went down there.
Yeah,
You guys may have won an award.
maybe.
You bawled your eyes out.
Yeah, like a little girl too.
Yep. No, it was good. It just showed how much work went into, one, winning that comp, and two, just that 3 years, you could tell it was just all built up, and they've gone right now where we've just got rewarded for our efforts.
Yeah.
What snag was it?
It was the pork maple and chili jam.
That sounds right. Huh?
They're actually unreal. Yeah.
Next,
No bias.
the next one, I'll be putting that carbonara one in. That was that. I had one about a week ago. That was a belter.
We've got a few ideas.
Yeah.
Nothing's getting spilled out of here.
Yeah.
What's going on in a couple of weeks? You got nationals, yeah?
So Rod's gone down to the Australian Sausage King Awards, where obviously first place in every category from each state meets in one place.
Yeah.
That's in Melbourne, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Melbourne.
That's the AMIC one.
Yeah.
So we'll be incredibly grateful to get third place, mate.
Yeah. Don't tell them that.
Mate, we're just grateful to be there.
Yeah.
We're only a small town, Wingham, mate. Like, most people haven't even heard of Wingham. Most people don't even know where it is. So, and we're sitting in a big room full of the top butchers around Sydney and Newcastle, whatever. And
What did Oliver say? There was going to be nearly 400 butchers.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's an incredibly humbling experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, mate, I could not express any more how proud I am.
Yeah.
But not just of my own work. Like everyone at Snow's contributed to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like we've been trying to build ourselves for so long, and to finally get like a trophy to show for it is, mate, I cannot describe how that feeling felt, because obviously I was pretty emotional.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, you bawled your eyes out.
Yeah.
I started tearing up just because you were crying so hard.
I'm not going to sit here and say I wasn't. Yes, I did.
No, it was good, man. It was good.
I feel like we deserved it.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work over the last few years. I feel like we deserved.
Yeah. What category was it?
It was the open gourmet sausage.
Open gourmet, yeah. So and now you just go up against everyone else, every other state,
Yeah.
and that's for the national.
Yeah. And a lot of people say that's the hardest category to win too.
Oh, look, that one definitely, and the traditional plain snag.
Yeah, because everyone makes them, eh?
Everyone makes them. And the ones that I've seen win, and what I've been doing this, nearly 30 years, 20-something years, a lot of the old school shops will win that because they've had that same
used
recipe
to.
for so long.
Yeah.
And the old school recipes are unbelievable. Like, we got Stafford's old sausage recipe, and how many snags do we eat a week?
Yeah.
They are belters.
Really?
Like, yeah, them old school, just plain snag recipes.
Well, that's all they had back in the day, wasn't it? And I think Fiona Madonna said it. They weren't allowed to put anything in them back in the day. There was a law. You weren't allowed to add anything to a snag.
Really?
It had to be. What did they? There's a word for it. It's a word like contamination. Like if it was a beef snag, it could only have beef in it. That's how it used to be.
No, yeah, that's still the rules, but they can't add. They weren't allowed to add veggies.
No,
and they were eventually allowed to put a little bit of onion and tomato.
Yeah,
and
but it was
stuff like-
regulated, which was I thought
What
was
was the
crazy.
word? Yeah, you're right. There was a
Would've
word
been
for it.
the beef and the pork sausages back then, wasn't it? That were the big things.
Well, beef and lamb together
Yeah.
was your barbecue or tasty, and pork had its own flavour. But they used to put all three in the one snag. They didn't even have pork. Didn't even have its own flavour back in the day. It was just everything that went into it, and then they'd make it as a barbecue snag. Well, now obviously you've got your beef, your lamb, your pork, your chicken, duck, all that sort of stuff, and then you've got and it has to have a certain percentage of what you call it, of the snag. Has to have what? Yes, I've been naughty back in the day. Anyway, yeah. So you meant to have a certain percentage of what it is, but if you call it a barbecue or a tasty, you can have it.
You can have what it.
want
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've made a few barbecue and tasty snags. But yeah, but I find the best plain snag is 50% beef and 50% lamb.
Lamb, yeah.
Yeah, they make the best snags and plenty of. So you can go a leaner beef trim.
Yep.
And then you go a fattier lamb trim.
Yep.
You get it down to your 75%.
Yep.
Just quietly, whoever invented the sausage should have got Global Person of the Year that
Yeah,
year.
yeah. It's as important as the tyre, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think sausages in a butcher shop now are more important than what they've ever been.
yeah.
You know.
I love snags.
Well, you go to a butcher shop, you base them off two things, don't you? The sausages and the crumb cutlets.
Yeah.
Oh, crumb cutlets.
Hey, it's the first thing you look at.
I've heard
every time.
rissoles and snags and rissoles.
Every time. It's the first thing you look at every time.
Yeah.
And it's like the first thing you're going to buy from a butcher shop too is the sausages.
And I think it's so important. It's because a proper butcher sausage, like that carbonara one that I had, supermarkets can't mass produce that. That's where you separate your. You're not. If you do products like that and you value added stuff, you're probably sick of me saying it. You're separating yourself from the supermarket. You're not.
Yeah.
You're no longer competing with them because you won't beat them. They're an empire. It's
Well, you guys.
They'll drop a nuclear bomb on you.
Yeah.
You can't beat them. But if you can make a product that they can't produce, all of a sudden you're no longer competing with them.
Well, here you go. You haven't got the biggest counter in the world.
No.
Okay, but as a percentage of your counter, how much is traditional cuts and how much would be value added?
Percentage-wise, probably about 25% traditional.
Yep.
The rest of it's all your value-added and your smoked and
Yep.
all your cooked goods and stuff. So
Yeah,
Yep.
because you're doing pastries.
Yep.
You're doing flavoured snags. You're doing marinated steak, or steaks. You're doing marinated chops. You're doing pork. You're just doing a beautiful job of your pork.
Yep.
They do a good job, eh?
we do.
And I had some Mexican pastries the other day. You remember I was up there.
Mexican chicken ones. Sweet.
They were good.
Dick, aren't
They were
Yeah.
good.
Hey,
No more pastries for a little
no
while.
more
And-
pastries.
And you heard what Mama Bogan said a couple of weeks back. She said what she loves most about the butcher shops is their targeting stuff for the air fryer.
They are.
She loves it because you just get it and chuck it in, no mess, it's just done.
Yeah. Well, how
And
often?
again, you're not competing with the supermarket.
How many days a week would you cook in the air fryer?
Oh, our air fryer gets used daily,
Really?
every day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd be at least 3 times a
In
week.
saying that, I've got an 18-year-old pretty much, and I've got a 16-year-old. I've got a missus that's a celiac, and I've got me that's pretty much a carnivore. So we've got into a situation now where we pretty much look after ourselves now
Yep.
at dinner.
Yep.
Everyone just
Yeah,
has
okay.
whatever diet they're running at the time. Our house is a bit different.
Yeah.
Whatever diet everyone's running at the time, that's what you do. But the air fryer would get used daily.
You wouldn't be that different.
No.
You'd probably be the majority now. Like everyone is eating different.
Well, I use the air
different eating
fryer purely because I'm time poor, and I don't have to watch it. I can be with Stu, headlocking him, trying to get him to edit, and I can chuck something in there for half an hour, come back, not have to look at it, not have to turn it or anything, come back, it's done, smash that, and then keep going.
Speaking of families,
yes,
you're a young family. You're 24.
nearly 25.
Your missus.
She's 24.
Yep, and a little one.
Turned 1 at the start of this month.
When's the next one, man?
I don't know, mate.
I enjoy this
No.
one for a little while, man.
Trying to, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Life's definitely changed, but for the better.
yeah,
Could not be any more grateful, mate.
yeah.
Love it.
It would nearly be a year ago that we did it. I was about to say, she was just about to drop.
No, she was about to drop.
She's just
Because you were waiting on a phone call when you were here. Like we had the phones on the. We don't have phones on the table, and we did that day because she was about to drop that day.
that's
wasn't
right.
that was about 3 weeks before, I think, yeah, because we were flooded.
she? Yeah.
About 3 weeks prior.
Yep.
Yeah, wow. So it's been over 12 months.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go.
Has been.
Lots changed.
A lot has changed.
But no, it's good. But you're enjoying fatherhood?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah?
Wouldn't change it for the world.
No.
I don't know what I was doing before.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Love it, mate. Absolutely love it.
Good. That's good. What do we got here? TikTok lives. I've already done that. Oh, what? We'll go back to social media a little bit. The growth of that shop. Obviously, a lot of it has got to do with social media. But what you guys have done on Facebook, how's that made it grow? Like
As in,
customer base, or your social media, not just Facebook. Your social media. How has that transformed into customers?
well, a lot of people that watch us on Facebook especially, are locals from Wingham, Taree, surroundings, and like every one of them that watches come in and say, "Oh, seeing this on the internet, blah blah blah. Can you tell me what's in it, etc." And like it's a bit different with TikTok because TikTok's a lot more global, global viewing than what Facebook is. But Facebook, especially, we get a lot of local viewers on that, so
Yeah, it turns it into customers.
it does, and pretty quickly.
Yeah, right.
We get a lot of customers from Taree, Tanoni, some from Foster, some from Gloucester. A couple of people come up from Newcastle every so often just to come and get us.
Yep.
It's transformed into customers a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but you can. And I only said the other week, I'm going to do a run up the snags one weekend and just grab a heap of different snags and bring them back because it's what is it, 2 hours? Yeah,
2.5 hours, eh?
You can go for a quick drive, take the Dales up with you, and have
Well,
a lunch or something. Somewhere.
no, you stop at Nabiac.
Well, Naviac, yeah.
Yeah, the artisan farmer at Nabiac. Pull into there. That's what I done the other day.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, it is, eh?
That's off its head, man.
Yeah.
What is it?
Like, the artisans off its head.
Yeah.
Artisan farmer.
Yeah,
you
we
go
stop in there, yeah.
Yeah, it's unreal. Good feed.
Yeah.
And and then you just duck up there, grab your snags, and you're driving home.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have a beer with Stevie.
Maybe.
Yeah, we don't get home. If I did that, I wouldn't get home. I'd be there the next morning.
Nah. Me and you having a race in snags, mate.
Bring it on.
Really?
Bring it on.
Okay, all right.
Last time I was here, I said I'll put my hand up against anyone, and I mean it.
Yeah.
If I lose, which I'm 90% sure that I won't,
Yeah.
so be it. But anytime, mate, any place.
Are you going to make it to meat stock this year?
I'm going to do my best to, yeah.
Yeah. Might get you up on stage.
It'd be worth going if you. Yeah. This year, standalone from others in Sydney, especially guys. If you've ever been on the fence about me stock, get there this year.
Yep.
Get to Sydney because it's going to be off its lemon spread.
There's going to be some quality tradesmen
It's going to be a meat stock like you've never seen before. So
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do my best too.
No,
And if that's where you want to have the race, mate, on a
No, I don't want to have a race on stage. I'll lose. I lost last time.
so
there's going to be a bit of haircutting going on. So.
Yeah. Hang on, we're not back yet. Yep, go. All right. With the social media side of it, how do you go with the whole celebrity butcher kind of thing? Like you guys are up there, and there's a few of you. There's Lawsy, there's your Bellmere butcher, there's your roadie meats.
There's heaps of them.
Young Ethan. Nate, obviously you've worked with one of the main ones, Nate, back in the day.
Yep.
With how much he was doing. What's it like being out and about and them going, are you Steve from Snow and Sons?
Well, first of all, we don't really see ourselves as celebrities. We're just people doing their job. But we get that a lot in Wingham and Taree, but we're also from Wingham and Taree too. So naturally, we just know everyone. But there'll be the odd occasion where we'll go to Newcastle or I'll go to Port Macquarie, and you do get stopped, and people will come and have a photo with you or whatever. And I know it's a bit weird.
It is. Yeah. Look, we're the reason why I asked is because we're not celebrities at all, but we get it.
Yeah,
we get it. Like we get
And I do the same thing as you. They go, "Can I get a photo?" And it's like I'm just a regular
Yeah.
punter, like I'm just like you,
Yeah.
Like,
they come up asking you a photo, and you're turning around going, "Who's behind me?"
yeah, I'm just like you,
Yeah, it's weird, but it's part of our job now, and we wouldn't change any of it for the world. We love it. We love getting to know people and interacting, and
No, it's good. I think it's great.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah. And you're going around to a few different shops now. You and Mickey Trench.
trying to.
Obviously getting around.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
You came to Newcastle today. You went and seen Jack at 21st.
Yep.
Got in there, had a look around.
Yep.
Obviously the staff there would have been really happy. Like all the guys would have been happy to see you.
I love going there.
How was Auto?
Yeah, Auto's a cool dude.
Auto's a
legend. He's a legend.
He's a good dude.
He used to be at Brands. I used to deal with him at Brands.
Yeah.
I love going there. All their staff are incredibly friendly, and mate, I said to Auto today, mate, I'd love to have a display this size.
Yeah.
I was like, looking
It's a big
around, and I was
counter.
like, whoa, yeah. It's a lot different to our little one up in Wingham, but it was good there.
Remember the first time I pissed myself? Remember the first time you said, mate, why do they call you Auto? And you say, because his name's Manuel.
Yeah, Auto's a legend. I said, what Auto? I said, tell me about that. He said, that's my nickname. I said, oh, what's your real name? He said, Manuel.
He had it on speaker and I heard it. I was on the ground. I was rolling around. I thought it was
That's
the
the
funniest
best
thing.
nickname I've ever heard.
He's a really cool dude, eh?
No, he is. Yeah, he's a really, really good fella. He's been there a while now too. Yeah, obviously been in Newcastle for a long time.
Yeah, he was at Brands for a little bit. He's been with Jack now probably a year and a half.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a beer with him.
No, he'd be a cool
I
dude.
reckon.
He loves a pie.
Yeah? I've seen.
Have you seen the arms on him?
Yeah.
Have you seen the arms on him?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like a,
Yeah, he's a pretty strong looking lad, isn't he?
Yeah. No, but he's got a. Well, I don't know what his breeding is, but he'd have a bit of Islander in him. I would imagine those arms. They're.
Yeah, no, he's a big fella.
Yeah.
What about remember he had that eating competition?
Yeah.
Yeah, he smoked him. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, don't go against him in an eating competition, guys. He will smash. Have a look at the head on him.
Yeah. Mate, just of late you've been trying to start doing a bit of look, not self-help, but a little bit of trying to get out and about. You're going back to the gym.
Yep.
Tell us about that. You're going for you're starting to try and find a hobby back in four-wheel driving.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Trying to, try and gain a bit of a life on a weekend when I'm not working, something to do rather than just sitting at home constantly. Get a bit bored of that.
Sitting on the lounge watching two podcasters on YouTube.
Yeah, sitting at home watching a couple of Teen Hawks and Hamish, having a beer or two. It gets a bit much for the health sometimes. So, trying to get a few hobbies back that I had previously but lost. Gym, walking. I love walking, man, because I can just put headphones in and listen to a podcast, listen to a bit of music, and it's just like meditation to me.
Yeah.
I'm in my own space, walking around with headphones in. I just feel like the only person in the world. No one's bothering me.
Yeah.
I put my phone on do not disturb, so no one's bothering me. I'm just in my own zone, and I can have a think about my life and all the rest of it. But But yeah, doing a lot of work on myself, mate. Because the last few months I've probably gone off track a little bit
Yep.
with myself, and wasn't real happy there a couple of months ago. So decided to enough's enough, flick the switch, and I'm really grateful for it too because I feel like I'm becoming a lot more back to myself again.
Yeah.
I lost myself there for a few months, and everyone was noticing, and it wasn't easy.
And we've all got to have a reset every now and then, for sure.
Oh,
I
I'm-
could do with one right
No,
now.
I was just thinking I've got another week and I'm doing for exactly the same reasons. Like
Yeah.
you start to lose yourself and lose interest, and you need to just have a freshen up and just just find yourself again and then go, right, this is what I'm going to do, discipline, and then go and do it. You know?
Yeah.
And we've been speaking a fair bit last 2 weeks, and you've really been hitting the gym. You've really been doing a lot of training.
Yeah, I have been. I've been trying to go to the gym twice a day because I'm currently off work. I'm on holidays. So,
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
trying to go to the gym twice a day, walk 10K a day because I'm doing a big walking fundraiser in March.
Okay, give that a shout out.
Cancer Council.
Yep.
Yeah, it's called March Madness, maybe. Anyways, it's like a walking thing. You walk 100 kilometers in a month to try and raise some money for the Cancer Council. So I'm doing that, and I'm going to try and raise probably $1,000. I think set the bar there and walk 100 k's in a month outside of work. Like obviously in the workshop you do 10k a day, so that'd make it pretty easy. But that'll give me something to do of an afternoon or in the morning or on the weekend. And get out in the sun and
Take the little one for a walk.
Yep, I'll be wearing my blue Cancer Council shirt. So if anyone sees me walking along,
Bit the horn.
beep the horn.
Yeah, beautiful. No, it's good. And that'll give you a bit of self-achievement as well. And I don't know about all blokes, but I reckon a lot of blokes out there, and I reckon 3 of us sitting here right now are massive people of it, sometimes you just want to feel like you're helping.
Yeah.
Like just want to feel like you're helping someone or something.
I did it last year, and most of March last year was pissing down rain, but that didn't stop me. Whatever, I continued doing me walking, and it was the last day. I think I needed to walk about 7 k's in the last day, and then got it done. And I was just like, good. I raised a bit of money too, but raising money to me doesn't it means nothing to me. It does, but it's not for me. It's for the people that need it, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to do it for my own self-benefit. I'm trying to do it for everyone that's suffering, or everyone knows someone that has suffered or is suffering with cancer. So I'm just trying to do my part to lend a helping hand.
But when you feel like you're helping someone,
Yep.
and we say this a lot, when you feel like you're helping someone, you're actually helping yourself.
Yeah.
Because when you feel like you've achieved something, it's deleting a hell of a lot of head noise.
Yeah.
It really is.
Or even if you feel like you've helped someone else.
Yeah.
Like you hear me a lot of it. I talk about the misfortunes a lot that have happened in my life, and you talk about it because you want to connect with someone and you want to help someone out there that's happening to now, and give them that little bit of strength to get through it.
Yeah.
And if by putting yourself on a social media platform to do that, that feeling that you've helped, or you get a message from someone, thank you for what you said, that really helped me today. That you do get a real good feeling out of that. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
Fucking
I love that feeling. I love helping.
yeah, fucking hell.
Well, like I said to you today, Stevie, and I keep coming back to it because it got to the point where I wish I had more people talking about it, but I got to 160 kilos. From being the fittest person you've ever seen to 160 kilos, needing surgery to lose weight, right? How many young people in butcher shops, male and female, have put on 20 kilos in the last 6 months?
And not just butcher shops.
Yeah.
I was when I was ops manager at Melrina. I was going to the gym, and I was as fit as a Mallee bull. Like you wouldn't want to meet me in a dark alley. I went down to I did a stint at Murray Valley. Went down to Harwicks, and I was just selling. And we've talked about this, and that's in the Macedon Ranges. In winter, it's cold, it's raining every day. I was going to work, and I was going to work sitting down on the phone all day, selling all day. That's all I did was sell. Didn't get out of the chair. And then at night, you'd go and have a few beers with the boys after it, and then go home. I got to 190. I put on.
So what would you have gone down there as?
I would have gone
89, 90?
I would have gone in about 90 maybe.
Yep.
I ended up 118 kilos.
Yeah, that's 28 kilos.
It happens so quick.
Just that lifestyle change
Yep.
happens so quick, and you think, oh, it's okay. I'm 35 or what, but it can happen so quick,
And the 6 months it takes you to put it on, it takes
you a year and a half to get off.
16
Yeah.
off again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And you don't realise how how much it affects your mental health, not just yourself, but the people that you live with as well, and the people that you work with. How badly it can.
Well, I think the day comes where you look in the mirror and you go, "Fuck this! This isn't me."
Yep.
Yeah. So I wanted to just say that. Yeah, you're exactly right. The mental health side of it is you're looking in the mirror and you're going, "Who's that?"
Yep.
Oh, and you see, and
You don't recognise them.
And no, and when someone pulls a camera out, if you're hiding from the camera because you're scared of your weight, that's when I used to be, I do that. When I found myself doing that, I'm thinking, hang on, I used to be the bloke pushing to the front to get in front of the camera. Now I'm hiding it because I'm scared of my weight.
Yeah.
See, my problem.
Fucking fix it, you know.
My problem was I'd look in the mirror and have the same thoughts, but
Yeah.
then I'd just go and have a beer to make myself feel better. You know?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
really, yeah.
It's a complete double-edged sword, man.
Yeah.
It's just such a cycle. And you have a couple of beers, you think, oh yeah, sweet. Tomorrow's a new start. I'm going to start losing weight. You look in the mirror and you think, what am I doing, man? And, then you just have another beer. It's just such a cycle. And
that's mental health. That's massive mental health because you get to your 100th day of having a beer and you've had a beer every day. Your bank account's not right. Your relationship at home's not right. Your work shit house because you're going to work hungover every day. All of a sudden, everything is no good because of it's not just your weight, but all going in. It fucks you with your head.
Yep, completely.
Big time. So
Completely.
yeah, but like we said, every now and then you just need a reset.
Yep.
Oh, and
have a crack.
It fucks with your head, but it fucks with your health too. So I had problems with my knees.
Yes.
I was starting to have problems with my back. I had sleep apnea. I was breathing, I had problems with my breathing, and then I was in a bit of trouble medically.
Yeah.
And didn't go to a doctor because I'm a man. You don't if you don't want bad news from a doctor, just don't go. Be a man. So I had these 4 things going on, and I lost it was 25 kilos or
Yeah,
something.
when you started doing the fasting.
I did the fasting, and then I lost all this weight, and it was funny. All the weight went away, but all of a sudden the knee problem went away, the back problem went away. All these things that I had no medical help with, all of a sudden everything was okay again. You know.
Yeah. Well, when I was 160 kilos, I'd be eating a packet of Voltaren in 2 days.
Yeah. Well, got
Yeah.
to that stage. I was popping them too. Like.
Now, it's just old age that hurts. It's not so much the weight. And I've put on 7 kilos already. I'm back on the Voltaren.
Yep.
So, and I've only put on 7 kilos. Imagine what I was like at 100.
But yeah, it's funny when that weight goes away. That all these other health drama and sleep apnea. I don't get a drama now. You know.
How's the head noise?
Except when it's hot. There's no head noise. You know, like you're in a happier place.
Yeah.
But I think too's managing it too. You're talking about walking. Exactly what you just said. I do that as well. I put the phone on D&D and forget to turn it off, and then heaps of people can't get hold of me.
They ring the office.
So they ring Mark, yeah. But you put the phone on D&D and put your headphones on. Whether I don't listen, I used to listen to music. I just listen to podcasts now. Just listen to whatever mood I'm in at that time. But when you're walking along, you sort of do get in your own little world.
Yep.
And I come home and I've got the shit. And this happened a couple of weeks ago. There's a bit on at work, and I come home and I was just fucking red, you know, like. And that said, how's work? I said, I just need to. I'm going to take the dog for a walk. I just need to go for a walk.
Yep.
Which one did Tate? Little Red one?
The red one, yeah. No, Alfie's getting too old.
Favourites.
But she knew straight away. She knows what I'm doing now. And I went for a walk, and after I went for a 4 or 5K walk on a fire trail, so you're up and down inclines,
Yep.
I come home and I was good as gold.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just got all that shit out of me that you're going to go home and take you out on your missus, or you're going to go home and go, I feel like shit, I'm just going to get shit-faced.
Yep.
Yep.
Go home and drink half a bottle of vodka, you know, like...
Been there and done that.
That's how I used to fix everything. Yeah, you just go home and just blow your brains out.
Yep.
Go for a walk and you can come out. You can go out one person and come home a totally different person.
You can, for sure.
It's the serotonin levels. It's all
Yep.
Yeah.
All of it, and then your mood for the rest of the week is good just because you went for a quick 5K walk.
and go for the walk. Like, the easy thing is to go, I couldn't be bothered going for a walk, and you make all these excuses. I'm
Yes.
too tired. I got up at 2 o'clock this morning. I'm too tired to go for a walk.
Yep.
And you think I'm going to go and plug about 12 beers. That'll make it better. It doesn't.
Because in the time you've plugged them 12 beers, you could have done 2 5K.
Yeah.
And you plug the 12 beers, and then you have you eat something really quick because you've sat there for a few hours drinking beers, and you just eat shit, and then you go to bed straight after that.
Have a shit sleep.
And guess what happens? You have a shit sleep, and all that beer and all that shit that you've eaten all goes to your ass.
Then you have a shit sleep. Then you're waking up and you're just sculling all these energy drinks. And having all this
Oh, you
coffee
do.
and then-
You get pissed to go to sleep, and then you wake up the next morning and go, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Bang, a couple of energy drinks down, because that's the answer, and that just helps the fat and everything.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yep.
it's a cycle, and we're all in it. A lot of us have been in
Oh,
it.
100%. And that's why we're talking about it.
That's exactly what we're talking
Because we want to feel better for helping someone. If someone can look in a mirror and go, oh, that's me, I don't want to get to 160 kilos,
Don't get me wrong.
that's a tick.
I do love a beer, but I don't go home every day now and plug 12 of them. You know, I might drink twice a week. You know, I might have a couple on Wednesday afternoon with Rod and a couple of other work boys, and then I'll have a few on Saturday.
Yep.
But you know, the days of
And socially, that's fine.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
play on. But
That's no. Hang,
if you
hang
try-
on. That's not fine. It's actually good.
But if you're trying to lose, like don't get me wrong, I did that carnival diet and I didn't drink because I wanted to lose weight. But if you're socially having them for fun, that's play on.
yeah.
I used to go home and I'd plug 12 just because I felt like shit.
Yeah.
Just because it made me feel better again. That's when you got to go. Hang on, pull up. You know,
Yep.
like
I'm glad I pulled that out before I got to a real problem.
Yeah.
Stop that a couple of months ago now.
But you've got some pretty good fellas that you work with
do.
that would be
I do.
pulling you up and going, "Hey,
Yep.
hang on."
And my family's incredibly good for it as well.
Really? Yep.
Yeah, because they, like, I think I'm the same person as my father, and he used to do the exact same thing. Like, he doesn't drink through the week now. He only drinks on a maybe Friday, just a Saturday night now. Yeah, so if I go home, you know, I hate being the only one that's there drinking. So if no one else is drinking, obviously I'm just going to go there, have dinner, go for a walk, do a bit of reading, and then go to bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, the days of going home and just getting absolutely buckled every day, just
Yeah.
it's not
And
good.
there's a flip side to that too. There's be blokes. I know there's a bloke there listening there going, hang on, I come home at night and I have 3 beers every night and I enjoy that and I'm not fucking changing it for anyone. You keep doing that.
We're not asking you.
It's not a problem.
Yeah.
It's not a problem for you. And if your weight and everything's fine and you think I have 3 beers after I work my ass off all day, I come home and I have 3 beers and your weight and everything's okay and you're not chasing any weight.
Play on.
Yeah.
Play on. We're not saying don't have a beer. We're just saying if it's starting to become a tool to make yourself feel better,
Yeah.
maybe look at other options. You know?
I'm just jealous that I look at a beer and put on a couple of cakes.
That's like food. You know, like
Hey,
you know what gets me the shit? You see these tradies and that, and you see what they eat. They're eating all these beautiful foods. And you think, if I ate that, I'd have another 20 kilos on.
I walk past a takeaway shop and smell it, and I pack it on, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
But yeah, it's see at the moment I've put on I reckon 7 or 8 kilos, and I don't think I've ever eaten better,
Yeah.
but mine's a piss.
Yeah.
I've put it on because I'm drinking more beers.
Yep. And
Yeah.
and when you drink, you're more prone to eating that bad food. And
Nah, see, I'm not.
Really?
No, I don't eat. So I'll drink and I'll have like on a Friday night, or I'll get on the poppy cup with the vodka and orange juice, and all of a sudden I'm too pissed to eat, but I've just had a 2 litre bottle of orange juice. You know how much sugar is in that?
Yeah.
And yeah, I just do it. And my excuse is, I've busted my ass all week. I deserve this on a Friday night. Well, you know what? You've just busted yourself worse. Yeah. You've just put on another 2 kilos.
Yeah.
Vodka, lime, and sodas, man.
No, I can't do the soda, eh? I can't do the soda. You drink soda as
What about
well.
a
don't
Born
you?
Dry? You do the Born Dry mix, well.
No, I
with
only like
vodka.
the white one.
Yeah.
Like the plain water.
Yeah.
The plain water one, that's the best, that plain water.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Vodka, lime, and soda water, mate.
I can-
It changes.
I can't.
Like
I'm even.
50 calories.
I'm even more tarry. I can just go lime and soda, and I'm okay with it.
But you like tonic, don't you?
I love tonic, but tonic. No,
See,
I used
water's the same.
No, I used to. I love tonic. I used to. That was my go-to was tonic. You know how much sugar's in it?
Oh, I can't do
I didn't
tonic
realise.
anyway, but yeah, really.
No, I thought it because tonic doesn't sound like it's got a lot of sugar in it.
there
Oh,
sugar
mate.
in tonic?
Oh, you know they're
Really?
loaded on it.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why I went
Really?
to soda water. Yeah. I love tonic. Well, I can drink tonic water by itself. I can just sit there and drink tonic water.
Yeah, so I reckon it
love
tastes
it.
like shit.
I love it. Beautiful.
Yeah, right.
I agree with that, Fieldy.
Yeah,
I agree.
my brother-in-law, Water, he loves it.
Oh, I love it. I can just, like I said, I can just drink it as a soft drink. I love tonic water. Yeah.
You like black beer too?
I love black beer.
Oh, and that's the most fattening beer. Tui's old, mate. Mate, that is the milk from the gods. You know, like.
Guinness, 2 years old.
Yeah.
Mate, mother's milk. That's
But it is
Really?
that is the most fattening beer of them all. Yeah.
Have
I went on a Bucks party, the son-in-law's Bucks party, and I had one sip of Guinness, and I nearly threw it over him. I reckon it was disgusting, and I could hear Wardy in the back of me going, "You're a soft cock." I could hear it. I could just hear Wardy just giving it to me.
I'm not, but Guinness is different. Don't get me wrong. There was nothing else to drink. I'd drink it, but I Kilkenny compared to a Guinness. I'd take the Kilkenny any day of the week.
True.
Yeah, Guinness. I'm not a massive fan of. You know.
I'll always start on Guinness at pubs or clubs. Always.
Yeah.
Unless I've had a couple of beers at home, I'll always start on have a 2 or 3 pints of Guinness.
Really?
Go straight to beers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yep, love it.
An awards night.
Yes.
That's this week.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, tell us about that.
So it's like the community awards nights. I'm not really too sure like what the goes are. I haven't really heard much about it. All I know is that I'm going and I'm really keen for it. Any opportunity that I get to sit at the table with people from my community, mate, I'm all for it. I'm incredibly excited for it. I don't know, like I said, I don't know any details about it. All I know is that I'm going up there at about 4 o'clock, and then that's about all I know.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
You just said one really big word: community.
Yeah.
You guys at Snow and Sons are massive for the community.
Because we're members of it.
Yeah.
We're not outsiders trying to insert ourselves into the community. Like, we're part of
The community.
Grew up in
the
it.
working community there. You know, we're not any higher than John down the street. We're just we're big on trying to knit everyone together, and there's no point of communities arguing against each other. You know, it's supposed to just be one big thing, and that really showed in the floods last year.
Yeah.
Mate, last year was such a bad year for Wingham, man.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever cried so much in a year than last year. Those floods, man, it absolutely tore everything in Wingham. But I've never seen the community come together as well as it did either. You know, everyone came together, everyone helped, you know, clean houses out, dig mud, you know. Mate, me and Rod would go do 6 hours in butcher shop. We'd come out and we're walking through mud that deep, carrying someone's waterlogged lounge out.
Yeah.
But we didn't complain about it, you know. It's just...
That's what you've done.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're part of a community. We're not any higher or any more, you know, than anyone else. We're just proud to be part of a community. So we'll always try and help when we can.
Beautiful. Beautiful. 5 questions. Are you ready?
Yeah. Am I? Can you be ready?
No, they're there. I gave them to you 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes before this, I said, put this in the car. Are you ready? All right. Who has been your biggest inspiration in your career?
My grandfather.
Yep.
Not close. He was telling me about butchery before I knew butchery was ever to trade. And you know, if I have a rough day at work, I'll go to Granddad's house and talk to him about it, and he'll give me advice. You know, this is why you've had a bad day. This is what you did wrong. But tomorrow, go there and do this and say this, and I promise you'll feel a lot better.
How cool.
Yeah, tomorrow's a new day, isn't it?
That's good, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's massive on that. My grandfather does not worry about anything in the world, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely anything. He's my biggest career inspiration for sure.
Yep. Oh, beautiful. Well done. What's your favourite cut of meat and how are you cooking it?
Sirloin, by far, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Just straight, not the barbecue, man. Just straight in the pan.
Yep.
Straight in the pan. Bit of salt, pepper, and garlic on it. Straight in the pan. About 2.5 minutes each side. Let it rest for 5, and then cut straight through.
Yeah.
Cannot go wrong.
Can I just say, I got some snags off you guys the other day, obviously, and I'd done a bit of review on them, and they were good. I'd done them in the smoker. Now, sorry, all you, I know we've got a heap of barbecue listeners. Sorry,
Any barbecuers
barbecuers
out there,
Sorry about this.
block your ears.
But I done some in the smoker,
Right.
and they were good. They were very, very good. They were a really good snag. I done some the next day in the pan for the boys at work. They were 10 times better.
Pans
They were so good in the
I
pan.
reckon.
You don't get the snap that you do in the smoker, but just a stock stand, like not your sausage sensei snags, but your stock standard butcher snag. They are good in a pan.
I don't know why, but like,
But
it's cooked
same
the
as the air fryer. Like, it's not just a smoker. Like if I'm time poor, I'll chuck them in the air fryer. But
Nah, they're not as good, eh?
no, they're, like I said, you get more of a snap. But I don't give a fuck about that. They do taste better in the pan. I don't know why.
They do, eh?
Yeah.
I agree.
But definitely a sirloin. I'm prone to cooking a bit better now because just quietly I'm in a group chat with a few mates, and we all like share what we're having for dinner.
Yep.
And see who can cook the best. So no bad dinners around here for me anymore, mate.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to.
But that's a good thing.
It
Like,
is.
that's good competitions to have. Like, and again, you're looking forward to going home and cooking something so you can show it off.
All day I'm just thinking about.
Oh, cooking's a great art to have, I think, too. Especially you young blokes that are just about to leave home.
Yeah.
Learn how to cook, because I didn't, and life's not real good when you don't know how to cook and you're living by yourself.
And that goes out to the ladies too, because
And you don't have time to go out to restaurants.
No,
Or
you
most
don't
time,
have the
you
money.
don't have the money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the ladies too. Like, I've got 2 young ladies at home, and Courtney goes right in cooking, but Talia, she'd be flat out cooking toast.
I did it tough for a couple of years, and then any opportunity you got to learn about cooking, I was zoned in on it. You know,
Have you ever watched on TikTok or Facebook Andy Cooks?
Yes, he's the best.
Mate.
And- yeah.
I love him, bro.
But that's
He
the
works
thing.
at Kilcoy.
Anything you
Does
want to
he?
cook, any type of whatever genre of cooking you want to do, the information's out there on YouTube and TikTok.
Yeah.
If you want to learn something, like I did that, I was doing Asian cooking, I was doing all this cooking, and it was just through TikTok, you know, like, and YouTube, learning,
And it's not as hard as what you think it is.
It's not.
No, it's actually,
Especially
it's
these,
actually incredibly
there's a
easy.
lot of guys doing some beautiful videos and great content, and they break it down and it's so simple. You do it, and you think, I always thought that was so hard to make, but it's not. Yeah.
But you know, and when you got someone to clean up after you, it's even better. It's so good.
I don't mind cleaning up.
No, I do. I hate it.
I clean up at work every day anyway, so going over doing a couple of dishes doesn't really mean much to me.
No, but yeah, cooking's unreal, and it is therapeutic.
It is.
It is.
Yep.
What is your favourite flavoured snag you made?
No bias. Pork maple and chili jam.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, mate. they
Because
are
of the
unreal.
award, or it's just flat
No,
out your favourite?
No, they're just unreal.
Yeah, right.
Like I said, no bias, but they're incredibly good. And if you haven't tried them, then I suggest you probably do because it's either them or the jalapeno and cheese ones.
Yep.
They're absolutely unreal too, and it all depends on what cheese you put in too.
Oh, I think it's a jalapeno you put in.
We just use fresh ones, mate.
Yep.
You see a lot of people use like ones out of a jar.
The
or
pickled ones?
Yeah.
Don't do that, guys.
No.
I've ruined 3 batches of jalapeno snags
Buy 'em
because of the
fresh.
pickle.
Is it because they're pickled? Because
Yeah.
they're pickled, yeah.
Yeah, and that moisture,
Yeah.
it just it looks like it doesn't leave them, and it doesn't.
Well,
let
they've
your
been
snag
soaked,
bind.
haven't they? They won't. They
Yeah.
won't.
But it doesn't let it bind.
Yeah.
Even if you don't put any water in with the meal,
Yeah.
it does not let it bind, and I don't know why. I've got no idea. It's probably the acid
Yeah.
in the pickle.
Yep.
But it can't.
So
be
how fine would you slice them or mince them or
We like dice them.
dice them up?
Dice them
Yeah.
pretty small, not small enough that you can't chew it.
Yeah.
But like just enough so you get a bit of like that fresh.
Just to get that
crunch.
hit. Yeah.
And is would you make them in a thick skin or a thin?
Thick.
Yeah.
I always make them in a thick because then you can have them a bigger
Yeah.
chunk.
But sometimes you got to
I
be
think
careful.
chunky stuff you need that thick. Without being a sausage maker, I think
agree.
in a thin snag it just wouldn't work, would it?
No.
Nah, wouldn't work.
You don't get as much of a bite.
It struggled to go through the
I
nozzle.
think. Well, we were talking about this today. Like, do you make the sausage meal and then put the?
Oh, we're going to do a live on that.
Yeah. I think if you're making thick snags, you can do that. If you're making thin snags, you've got to. It's got to all go in together. It's got to be. It's just got to. When you bite into it, you won't get chunks of anything. It's just all. It's all.
I agree. And
Puree.
And you got to try and get it through the nozzle.
That's some. Yeah.
Big difference in that.
Yeah.
Thin nozzle's that thing.
Yeah, well,
You're not going to get any.
we're
of
using a
that.
20 mil skin or a 30 mil skin.
That's right. Yeah.
Right,
And your
and-
skin, we skin cop it in the thin snag.
You're not going to get anything through it.
Yeah.
Now, I mainly wanted to ask you that because you guys, along with so many other shops, which is fucking unbelievably awesome, I love it, are doing so many experimental things now.
Yep.
Let's go back 3 years ago when you first started at Snows
Yep.
compared to now.
It was just like your thick and thin snags, your pork snags, and just like the flavour meals.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty much all you do.
Now you're making dessert snacks with marshmallows in it.
And we copped a fair caning for that.
How was it though?
They were actually really good.
Yep.
And everyone that tried them said they were good. Everyone that said they were bad didn't try them because like we were cooking them up and giving them to people, and they're I'll buy a few of those.
Yeah.
But the ones that Mick made last week, the cherry chocolate and chili ones, they were
We tried them.
so good.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
were
that had the-
so good.
You remember I said I got one with a bit of chocolate in it, and I
didn't
knowingly
tell you.
wouldn't. I'm one of those people that go, nah, there's shit, and wouldn't even try it because it's got chocolate in it. I just don't. I can't have sweet and savoury together. It's just you just
Yeah.
don't do it. And I ate one. I thought, oh fuck, that's got chocolate in it. I'm thinking, I ate it, and I thought, it's not bad.
It actually worked.
I
bad.
really rated that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were very good.
But I run from a dessert snag. Like I just.
He doesn't even like the idea of it.
Nah, just I like it's either sweet and savoury are two separate things. Yeah.
Gotta give them a go, mate.
No, they were good.
Yeah, I think you got to just try one.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. How can you tell someone they're bad? If you're not.
No,
Gonna
because you got
try
this
'em?
thing going. It's all about head noise. You got this thing going. You can't be sweet and savoury.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Well, you can.
You can. You can.
We
It's
did.
done.
And we and a few other people do it, and it works.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
No, they're good. Well, Brendan was talking about the carbonara one. Who would have thought?
See, that was one I said to Mark when I remember that video first come in. I thought, I said, carbonara, if you could do that in a snag. And I had one and it tastes exactly like carbonara in a snag.
But I'm telling you now, if someone a year ago, or let's say 2 years ago, told me that they're going to put pasta in a sausage, you're a fucking dreamer. And it works.
Bring the Bellmere butcher. You know what I love about him though? That Bellmere butcher. He's making the snag. He's got a big tub of pasta. They're all done, and his mother-in-law or his mother did it.
He's just up in.
And then the meat marketer came in. He's just grabbed a bit of bread, grabs a handful, slaps it on, slaps a few other things, and makes a sandwich out of it. Yeah, but no, you can do it. They're all doing it.
So that, I never thought that could happen.
No.
And they're all doing it. The mac and cheese, the cooked brisket, it's just nuts.
Yep. All of them, mate. Anything could go into a sausage.
They're putting eggs, like scrambled eggs, in it.
Mate, 4 bottles of whiskey.
I'm okay. I've done that plenty of times. Yeah, I'm okay with that. But this whole hash browns, potato and eggs, like cooked eggs in it, that's so weird to me, but it works.
I haven't tried one of those ones yet.
I've done, Aussie Meats.
Yeah.
Weighted Aussie Meats.
I know Mickey T was talking to the
He's
Bellmere
done
butcher
one.
this week because he was looking at putting egg through a sausage.
Yeah.
He made them the other day.
Yeah.
He rang the Bellmere butcher about it. So.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but it worked. That one from Aussie Meats. that was
Aussie Meats
unreal.
one's worked, yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't that keen on it because he told me it was in it. What did it have? Hash brown,
Bacon?
scrambled eggs, bacon. I said to Mark, I don't know if you can do
I
that.
don't think he went baked beans.
Mick
He might have
put
gone.
baked beans in his.
Yeah. I've seen a few blokes put baked beans in it. See, that's not. I don't know about that either, but it
That
worked.
hangover one worked, yeah.
It worked. So, no, very, very good. If you could speak to your 16-year-old self, what would you be telling him?
Do not stress. Mate, I used to stress about life and just everything so much. I just lay in bed looking up the ceiling thinking, oh shit, like I'm nowhere near where I'm supposed to be. Who cares?
Yep.
Now I am exactly where I want to be and where I should be, you know?
That's awesome.
I'm going to say something. Do you know where that question came from?
No.
So that was a 85-year-old man that was in his deathbed, and he was talking. He had something crook, and he was on his way out, and he was doing this interview, and they said, "What would you say to your 16-year-old self?" And he said, "Oh my God," he said, "everything will be okay."
Yeah.
'Cause he said a lot of the shit that I stressed about in my life, he said either didn't happen or I didn't need to worry about it,
Exactly what you
or
just said.
I couldn't control the outcome. But he said, I worried about it. He said, mate, if I could talk to my 16-year-old self, I'd say, don't stress, everything's going to be okay.
Regardless if you go up road A or road B, you'll still
come out in the end okay.
You're still gonna be exactly where you're supposed to be.
Well, you have
in
challenges, you might
course.
not, but you'll get through them, and then but he said everything in the end will be okay. That's what you need to know.
Of course it will be.
Yeah.
So yeah, just don't stress about what's next or what your plans are. Or, I'm not here where I should be, because you are.
Yeah.
If you weren't supposed to be there, you wouldn't be there.
Exactly, and you already, and you got to tell yourself too, you're exactly where you need to be at this point in time.
Well, I read a fact on the internet yesterday, like just you being created from both your parents is like less than like 0.1%.
Yeah.
So how can you sit there and stress and say, oh, I'm not where I should be? Well,
You're exactly where you need to be.
You clearly are.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
No, I like it. Very, very good. What is next for Stevie Buddle?
work.
Yep.
All I want to do is just work.
Yep.
I'm not too sure yet, mate. Like I just said, I don't really think too much in the future anymore. I just kind of go with the flow now, and I've found my life a lot easier that way.
Yep.
I just take every day as it comes. Every day's a new challenge. I'm not too sure what's next, mate, but I know I'll have a good time doing it.
Yep.
I have a good time doing everything. So
No, that's good. So yeah, more gym, more camping.
definitely more gym. I've got a couple of weddings and a couple of bucks parties this year, so trying to save a bit of coin to go to those. A couple of my best mates are getting married this year, so I'll be pretty keen to go and watch that. Probably again cry like a little girl, but that's all right.
You're an emotional big fella, aren't you?
I am.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I like
I
it.
am an incredibly emotional. I've always been that way too.
Means you care.
Hey.
Means you care. Means you care.
Yeah, I do care about a lot of things. I care about everyone, man.
Yeah.
Like I have zero hate to anyone in the world. I just love everyone.
Yeah.
I love everyone. I love everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world's way too full of hatred, man.
Yeah.
It needs to be.
Oh, and we've done it. We've done it for the last how many thousand
right.
years? It doesn't work. Let's just try something new.
There needs to be more love in the world, man.
Exactly.
And I'm just trying to do my part.
Yeah. Beautiful. That's us.
Righto, guys.
Did I get you mid-sip, mate?
You did.
No, that's us.
Righto, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. We'll touch base again on Thursday for another Thursday yarn. Stevie, thanks for coming in, you fucking legend.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Straight down there, mate. What do you do?
See you soon. Bye for now.
Righto, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Have a great weekend. Be good to each... sorry, we're Monday.
Oh, yeah. Start again. Stu, sort that out.
Righto, guys, we'll touch base again on Thursday for another Thursday yarn. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Laters.
On the concrete, blood on the steel. I'm talking about a life that's raw and real. From the paddock to the plate, it's more than a trade. Sweat, grit, and muscle, how legends are made. It ain't just work, it's a way of life. Cut deep like a bone and knife. Welcome to the Meat Gang Podcast, where the bulls run wild and the story